Thanks for tuning in, team. In this video, I'm going to break it down into two parts. The first one, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to join up to Stake, one of the platforms I use to invest in the US market, how simple it is and how straightforward. And then the second, I'm going to show you how easy it is to read a stock graph for a company. So I know it can be overwhelming sometimes when you look at these graphs and what this means and what that means. So I'm going to simplify it so that it makes life easier. But before that, let's roll that intro. Welcome back, team. If you're new, my name's George and welcome to Island Money. So in this video, I'm going to break it into two parts, team. How easy it is to join Stake and how easy it is to read stock graphs. Let's get into it.
Okay, first things first, team, jump into the App Store and type in Stake, and then you should see the app load. Normally it would have an option here to download, but because I've already got mine loaded, just open it straight up. So here we want to create an account. So we go create, and then it just shows you some of the features that the app can offer you. So sign up in minutes and make trades in seconds. Level up your trading. So I think there's features on here. I haven't looked into it too much, but there's features in here that if you pay a certain fee every month, they'll give you special insights into like other graphs or technical analysis or just little hints and tips. Feel safe and secure. So regulated US brokerage account, real share ownership and securities insured up to US 500,000, and then start ahead, get up to 150 in free stocks if you fund your US account within 24 hours. So this actually wasn't available when I first started, so that's pretty cool. So it looks like when you put money into it straight away into your account, you'll get up to 150 in free stocks, which is pretty cool. All right, so I'll push done. So to start off, region, so obviously I'm in Australia, click agree to privacy policies, referral code. So this is where I was saying, if you want to use my referral code, you can, and then that way I get a free stock. Totally up to you, but this is where you actually can put it in. So we'll skip it for now, and then email. So I made a test account just for this example, stake1986 at outlook.com. Password, I'll just make one up now. Okay, so that should actually send me a notification. So please verify the email we sent to stake1986 at outlook.com. Cool, so I'll just quickly go and check that. Do a quick refresh. There we go. So we've got it there from Stake. So that code is 94635. So I'll just copy. Come back to the Stake app, enter code, and then I'll just paste it straight in. So now it's verifying. Now, unfortunately, team, there is going to be a section where I won't be able to go any further, and that's when it asks me to put in my driver's license. Because this is a made-up account and the name and everything I'm associated with this account is not going to match my driver's license, I'm not going to be able to go any further. But you'll get the idea that it is quite straightforward after that stage to verify your account and for you to start investing. So next stop, Wall Street. So it gives you an idea here. So we got personal details, T's and C's, and then get your free stock. So I'll just make this one up here. So Mr. Hayes Winson, that's one of my sons, residential address. We'll just make up an address. We'll go 9. Perfect. So that's just all made up, team. Mobile number. Date of birth. Let's go 20th of the 1st. Oh, sorry, 20th of the 10th, 1996. Australia. Oh, looks like I messed up this number. Add another number. Perfect. If you bought 5,000 of Apple shares on your 5th birthday, they would now be worth approximately 2 million. Jesus Christ. So just some facts there, team. If I had bought this back on my 5th birthday, only $5,000 worth of Apple shares, they would be worth 2 million right now. Wow. All right, so next part here just asks a little bit about your employment status. So let's just say, yeah, I'm employed. Are you affiliated with an employed by a stock exchange? No, no, no. Are you a US tax resident? No, because I live in Australia, so leave that at no. Okay. So unfortunately here, team, I can't go any further. So this is asking for my driver's license because they want to make sure you are who you are, who you say you are. They're going to match all this up properly. And because my names are all made up, it's not going to match. So there's no point in me going any further, but you get the gist. Once you fill in this bit of information, there's some T's and C's to confirm, and then you can pretty much start trading straight away. So yeah, team, that's just straightforward how easy it is to sign up. By the way, it is free, so none of this at any stage is going to cost me any money to actually join and open an account. It's all free. All right. So that's about it. That's as much as I can show you. Have it a go. If you're thinking of joining into the space yourself, give it a crack and see if you can actually register and open an account.
So that's how easy it is, team, to join Stake and start investing in the US market. Really, really easy, isn't it? Now, just a disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by Stake, but I do have a referral code because I'm already an existing member. And all that means is if you join using my link below, which I've attached, then I get a free stock. That's all it is. These stocks aren't going to retire me, team, but big thank you in advance if you are going to use it.
All right, team, so let's use Stake to have a look at some of the share price performances and the graphs and see if we can interpret the data a lot more simple. So if we jump into Stake, if you use the bottom left hand corner icon, which is the eyeball icon, you'll see that you're able to create a watch list. So this is my watch list here. You've got Apple, I've got Square, Microsoft, Google. Let's use Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, that top figure there, $361.61, that tells you what the share price ended on for the day. So right now it's worth that much. Now that figure underneath it in red, which is minus $1.90, is the performance against yesterday's end price. So it's saying here that today's share price is $1.90 less than yesterday's share price. So it's always comparing it to yesterday. Now underneath that you've got these letters. So you've got D for days, W for weeks, M for months, Y for years, and 3 years as a overall view on the length of the share price's performance. So you can do days, and you can see that on the bottom where it's got 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, so that's the timeline, and then 1400, that's 2 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock for 1600. So you can see gradually throughout the day, the share price was up at $365. And then just throughout the day, it slowly had a few ups and downs. And you can see as I move the little dot, it also shows the timeline up the top. So you can see crossing into 3 p.m. and then it ended at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. ends, that's when the US market closes, team. So it opens at 9 a.m. and then closes at 4 p.m. That's in New York time zone. So just be wary of that. So you can see gradually throughout the day, it slowly started to come down. All right. Now, if I use a different site to have a look at these graphs as well, called Yahoo Finance. So I'll just jump into that app. But the reason I use Yahoo Finance is because it offers you a longer time frame to have a look at. So Stake only goes up to 3 years, whereas this can go all the way up to the first time the share price the company went public into the stock market. So if we look at all the way back in 2013, roughly when Facebook jumped into the stock market, you can see that each share was worth, as low as $19 a share. That's incredible, isn't it? So let's have a look. If you bought some shares back in 2013, so say you had $2,500 that you wanted to invest, and each Facebook share at one stage was $19, you would have 131.57 shares of Facebook. Now, if you held on to those shares for 8 years, so from 2013 to now, and you sold them today, each share price would be worth $361.61, as you saw, equals 47. So you would actually, if you bought them in 2013 and sold today, you would have ended up with $47,580. So you take away your initial investment of $2,500, so you would have ended up with $45,000. Not too bad over 8 years. And this is just an idea of why I started investing, is because I really want to make my money work for itself and grow, compound over the years. So pretty amazing, I reckon. So we'll go back to stake. I just dropped into stake. So then as you scroll down, so that's how you understand the graph. So again, you can look at it, the performance over the day, over the week, over the months, over the year, and over 3 years. Or use Yahoo Finance if you want to go further back. And then here it just has a bit of information around the stock price. So it says there's 68,000 people watching this stock. There's been 32,000 trades. It opened today at 363, and it's been as low as 360 throughout the day and as high as 365. And then on the other side where it's got 52 weeks, so that's just showing you within a 52-week time frame, it's been as high as 377, as low as 244, and market cap is the total value of the company. So it's saying that Facebook is worth $1 trillion right now, which is pretty amazing. Now that dividend yield in the bottom left-hand corner, I'd say 0%. We won't get into that right now, but if a company is going to pay you, some companies will pay you dividends, so income or payments for owning their shares. Facebook's not one of them, but for example, if you owned in Microsoft, I believe is a dividend paying company. Yep, cool. So Microsoft pays all their shareholders 70.78% of their total portfolio value, I guess. So for example, if I had $10,000 worth of Microsoft shares, each year Microsoft will pay me 0.78%. So minus 0.78%, $78. So for every year I keep my $10,000 in there, I'll get 0.78%, $78. So they pay me $78. So that's what a dividend payment, dividend yield percent means in the bottom left-hand corner. But you can see that not all share prices offer you that, or companies, sorry. Yeah, so that's pretty straightforward how you understand graphs. I know all these figures can be a bit overwhelming sometimes, but typically this is what's shown on most platforms, even on Yahoo Finance, same thing. It's just breaking down the performance of the share price. That's really all it is. So if I type in Facebook, you'll see here just the same information. So it's just familiarizing yourself with what this information means and getting used to reading it, but it's really not that scary once you get your head around it.
That's a wrap, guys. That's us for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I've given you a little bit more confidence to take that extra step or start your own research into the stock market and see if there's any value for you joining. But other than that, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a professional. I'm not a financial advisor. I've only been doing this for a couple of days now. That's a joke. I've only been doing this for 5 years. But this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. Remember, if you're looking at joining Stake, use my referral link below. Otherwise, feel free to Google and do your own research. In the meantime, keep safe, be kind to each other, and remember, I'll be dropping videos throughout the week. Your boy G.